Hey, Friday already. Can you believe how fast this week went by? I just keep relishing in the courtroom scene that Pastor's been painting for us over the last couple weeks, and how the devil arranges the testimonies to make Jesus dirty here in the world. He's a blasphemer. He's going to destroy the temple, and he's turning people's heart away from Caesar, saying that he himself is a king, and all these testimonies that they raise up against Jesus Christ. But yet God is witness, and I think the adversary always forgets that God is the witness that matters in our life. Jesus says, I don't receive testimony of men. So I continued to think about faith today, and the faith that Jesus was operating in during that time of trial, and how does the adversary tend to spread carnal faith, and how do Christians attempt to spread godly faith? The adversary spreads carnal faith, with testimonies like, I sat in a chair the other day and it held me up. Praise the Lord God. And so it's easy to spark that kind of faith, and everybody's pretty soon they're sitting in chairs by faith, believing that the chair is going to hold them up. The adversary also takes godly faith and those who are seeking righteousness and tends to push them down and squash them out like he did Jesus. Remember, the Apostle Paul says in a certain place, when you're going through tough times, remember Jesus. Remember what Jesus went through. If you think you've got it tough, imagine being Jesus Christ. So that firms up our faith. But again, the adversary comes against the righteous and godly faith and kind of squishes them down. And that doesn't set a chain reaction of godly faith off in people. They're like, well, I don't want to do that if that's the end result. But Christians with understanding understand how the adversary works in this world, and we're to walk by faith regardless of those consequences, striving each day against sin within our own hearts and minds. We have nothing to do with judging the world. The world's going to do what it wants to do. But as Christians, we are to examine our own hearts and minds, and our testimony comes from God and Jesus Christ, who sits at the right hand of God. So keep the faith, and let's look into those things today. Have a great